Today we're going to be talking about the 3 major mistakes that every footballer is making when it comes to 1v1s. In today's game, when players receive the ball on their feet, all they do is give passes. Most players think it's a lack of dribbling ability, but it turns out that's not the case. The 3 biggest mistakes that these footballers are making: number 1, these players don't understand how to change tempo from going from slow to fast and even fast to slow. So here are the drills that we're going to work on to change that right now. For the first drill, and remember, in each of these drills, I'm going to walk you through the reps. So for the first drill, we have what is called the wide drill. So we're going to be here, we have 2 cones here, and we're going to take the ball from the first cone. We're going to dribble at a slow pace. We're going to throw a skill move, and we're going to accelerate to this cone. You're going to stop it there, and you're going to walk back. For the first move, we're throwing a body feint. Always going both sides, so alternating sides, okay? So remember, that change of tempo is what we're focused on. Let's go. We're gonna walk back, reset. This is the number 1 way to teach the body to go from slow to fast while also using a skill move. Okay, we went to the right, and now we're gonna go to the left. A change of tempo is everything. Walk back. So, before I continue, we have the reps. We have 10 of each move. So 5 to the right, 5 to the left of the body feint. And then we're gonna do 5 to the right and 5 to the left of the step over. And then lastly, we're gonna do, which is the hard step, we're gonna do double step over, 5 to the right and 5 to the left. Always focusing on that change of tempo. Okay, let's do 2 more. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. Always about focusing on that intensity. Make sure you're getting proper rest in between each rep. Don't be trying to do this fatigued. It's about teaching the body to change tempo. All right, we'll walk back. That finishes our easy. Now we're gonna move it to our medium, which is all about step overs into that change of direction. To be honest, you can do this as a full workout. You can work with your body feints, step overs, and your double step overs. So doing easy, medium, and hard, but starting at easy and moving up into hard is important. So we're gonna get a brace. So we're gonna get a breath. We're gonna move into the next. Again, pay attention to the starting foot. Whatever direction I'm going in, I always start with the opposite foot. Let's say I'm going left now, I'm gonna start with the right foot, because I'm not gonna start like this and then throw a right step over. No, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna throw a step over and go that way. Let's talk about the skill move real quick. So when you're throwing that step over, when you throw it, the wider you go, the more power you're gonna be able to generate to get off. Sometimes you might only need that little step off. But if you really need to generate power, you throw it big, fall into that hip, and then you can generate power. For this, it's all about getting in and out quick. So keeping that step over shallow is a bit better. Okay, let's go again. Let's move into our hard step now, which is about the double step over. Moving those feet quick and getting in and out is important here. All right, let's start with the double step over. Pay attention to my feet here. Whichever step over I'm throwing first is the direction that I'm going. Always remember that, embed that into your mind when you're focusing on step overs, okay? Remember, slow, fast. We're looking for that change of tempo. Remember this, we have 1 set of 10 of each exercise. So 5 and 5 each direction. That's easy, medium, hard for the first step. Now let's talk about mistake number 2. It's the understanding of causing your defender to pause to generate space for yourself. It's all about attacking with speed, giving a little skill move to pause the defender's body, and then to accelerate away. This is one of the moves that I use most in my professional career. Because I'm such a quick player, I go at them with speed, I'll stutter them using a skill move or a body feint, and then I'll explode away after they give me that time. Let's go work now on how we're gonna do it. Pick up the cones first before we move on. All right guys, let's start our second drill. Okay, so these two big orange cones are what you're gonna really pay attention to. These yellow cones here are just the halfway line, or to give yourself a visual aid for where we're gonna throw our skill move. So set them here, and we're gonna be going from cone to cone, and we're gonna start here. I'm gonna walk you guys through it first before I go through it. So you're gonna dribble at speed, you're gonna throw a move here, and you're gonna accelerate away, stopping at the cone. Doing that at full tempo, causing your body to change tempos, pause for a second, and then accelerate away is what's gonna teach you to give yourself space from the defender. For the reps here, we have 5 skill moves on each side. So 5 skill moves on the right and on the left before we move into the next move. We have 2 skill moves total. So you're gonna be doing about 20 accelerations. All right, let's go off the left now. Coming up, I'm gonna break down the techniques of each of these 2 skill moves so that you can learn them on your own. So I want you to pay attention to that skill move there. When I'm stopping and going again, you can either stop it with the top of the foot and then drag it on, or more safe, stop it with the inside of the foot and continue on. That's enough to pause the defender and generate space for yourself. It's okay if you run over the cone. Just flip it back over. Let's continue. Last one of these, then we move on to the next skill move. I want you guys to pay attention to how I'm approaching that defender. I'm not approaching slowly. It's fast, it's stop, it's fast again. That will cause the defender to pause, leaving him like this before you push it away. Okay, let's move into skill move number 2, where the focus is on a fake pass. So what I want you to focus on and imagine is, let's say I'm the winger. I'm coming here, I'm approaching the defender. I have a midfielder here on my team. I'm gonna act like I'm gonna pass it to him, and I'm gonna drag it down the line. That fake pass will pause that defender for a bit because he knows that there's a midfielder on his back that he needs to close the line of. So when we give that fake pass, we can even add in, a fake, like you're gonna give the ball to them and then take them down the line. That's the number 1 skill move that you need to learn. And that's actually my signature move and what I use most in my game. So I always like to give that voice that causes even more problems for the defender. You'll hear me say, like I'm gonna give the pass, and then I'm gonna take them down the line. This is how we're causing problems for the defenders at all times. Remember, we have both sides. When I'm anticipating this move, I start with my inside foot. So when I'm approaching that defender, I'm not approaching him with the outside of the foot. This time I'm approaching him with the inside of the foot. Those things are the details you guys have to focus on. Let's go. Yes. Practice these things, guys. Practice these things. Repetition is gonna make you a dangerous player. A lot of guys don't understand why we're not seeing creativity in the game anymore. A lot of the reason is we don't have enough repetition and building that trust in the nervous system to allow the body to go and do and be free on the field. We don't have the ball on our feet enough. And I'm gonna talk about it a bit more later, but it's that thing you need to realize. It's the coaches and the teammates who are always talking in your ear, making you overthink. You guys get to get those out of your head. You need to focus on your work. Let's go again. Yes. I'll talk about exactly the techniques of each move. I'm gonna break it down for you guys. So pay attention. Yes. Let's pick up these cones. Then guys, I'm gonna walk you through the technique. Let's talk about the technique now of these 2 moves. For the first skill move, we call it a stop and go. As you're approaching the ball, you either pull it with the inside of the foot and then to continue, or you're going, you stop it with the top of the foot, and then you continue. Okay? For skill move number 2, and we're gonna go this way now. We're doing a fake pass. So imagine now you're the midfielder, and I'm running down the line as a winger. I'm going down. I go like this, yeah, to give you the pass, and I'm faking it like this, taking it down the line. That kills the defender. Let's move on to mistake number 3, which every footballer is making, and the reason why they can't dribble correctly. Number 3, they haven't earned the right to dribble. And what I mean by that is they haven't built the repetition and the confidence, teaching the nervous system how to dribble, how the ball feels on their feet. So now we're gonna walk through a dribbling drill that's really basic, but it's gonna take your game to that next level. And stick around to the end of this because I have something to give away for you guys. This one is gonna change your game for life. It's the exact method that I used to take my game from A to Z, from amateur to professional. So you guys are gonna stick around for this. I'm gonna leave all the reps on the screen. That's right and left foot. You have 10 reps of each. Focusing on here, when you go through the cones, turning your body around the cone. We don't want to see this, where you're dribbling through and you keep your body straight. This is not dribbling and it's not realistic. What's important is that you're always focusing on turning your body. Here. Now let's move into shuffles. We're focusing on moving the ball from foot to foot as quick and as efficiently as possible. Lastly, we're doing what we call the Iniesta 10. Remember, all of these are going to be in the workout in the link down below. Thanks for watching. Remember, dribbling 1v1s, it's a mental thing, but it's also a thing that you deserve. You have to earn the right to do. If you guys like this content, consider subscribing. Thanks again for watching.